Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin report for Friday, October the 15th. I want to start with the bearish count today. Well, bearish in the way that obviously it's a move down, but it's also part of a larger correction at this point. So an A wave 3, an A wave, an A, B, C here for the B wave, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down for the C of 4. So, I don't have an opinion about will that occur or won't it occur. The stock market is going through the same thing as well. So if they did move down, then they'll probably all move down together in that case. I know that they don't always move together, but we're kind of looking at the S&P 500 and the NASI in the same way as well, in that have we got a bull market to the upside? Well, pretty much in a way. You know, we've got wave 4 for those markets, and we're going, okay, well, do we have an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave for the S&P 500, you know? Or do we put wave 4 here and we've got a bull wave going, you know, bull market going up there? So kind of interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. But so the other point here, this is our target area up here. It's the 78.6 retracement level, which is the square root of 61.8%. And yeah, so if it was going to top and turn, that's where it's going to pretty much take place. So we will need to understand this little move up through here, and I have been tracking it in two different ways. So we'll just look at those two different ways. I know there's a third way as well, but I don't really need to go there, but I will mention it along the way. But yeah, I mean, as far as the crow flies, then we can be very close to a top here. I mean, after 5 waves up here anyway, then we're going to get an ABC correction coming back, you know, just like these here. See how this one went up here and then came back? So I'd imagine that we're going to get something like that. But let's go in and understand this. You can, if you wanted to take profit, then this is the place to take it at. You can see all these, the last week here has just been stalling. The market's just been sort of creeping to the upside and stalling there. So yeah, even if there is another push to the upside, then there's still going to be a correction. Okay, let's just go to the bullish side, and then we'll go in and have a look at the trend as well. So as you know, the wave 4 low down the low bottom here, if I take the length of wave 1 here and add it to the low of wave 2 plus add 61.8%, that gives us a wave 3 target quite close to the 80 up here for that there somewhere. So that's just the fib extension up there. So that's kind of what we'd be looking at in a way on the sort of the bullish side. Now there's different ways to count this up here, so don't get too excited. I mean, but that wave 3 there, that would be the logical place for it. So, in a nutshell, we can count it up like this with wave 1 and 2 here and looking to go up further, or in a nutshell, we can put wave 1 up there and wave 2 here. So all of wave 1 and 2 and all of wave 1 and 2 and then going up for 3 and so on, you know, get all that spaced out right. So they're the two ways we can view it, you know, in a nutshell. So in both cases, you know, you can see it's spending time, you know, spending time there. So let's just go in a bit further. So on the 4-hour chart. So in this case, if we count it down from here as 1 and 2 here, from wave 2, so 1 and 2 here, then we can count up as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3 and 4 and 5. There may be another little push in here. We'll have a look at that in a moment. But like I say, we're close. You can see that the market's creeping to the upside, you know, so there's going to be a correction one way or the other. The question is will it pull back deeper for a wave 2 here, or will it pull back for a wave 4? So coming into this space here, looking at it like this here, so blue wave 1 here and blue wave 2 here, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 up here for 3, and then 4, and then pushing up higher again. So in a nutshell, one of them pulls back to the wave 4 one lesser degree, so we'll just draw a line through there, and then the other one can pull back down here somewhere. They're the two options that I can see that we've got at this point. Unless I'm totally wrong and it continues to climb. The situation here, if we take this here as an A and a B and a C here for wave 4 at this point, then we can look at that as wave 1 and 2 here, and then we could look at all of this here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for the third wave, and then the fourth wave here, and then from in here somewhere we can look for another little push up here for that. So that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I do wonder about this here. I'm wondering if this is an A and a B and a C wave here. And if that's the case, then this wave 5 here will already be in play at that point, and this will drop down. So if you see this market drop down through here, then you'll know that that top is in place at that point. So I just don't know if we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. I think it's this one here. So I'll just dull that out a bit there just to give that bit of weight to the upside there. So yeah, anyway, that's it in a bit of a nutshell, really. So we really just need to wait and see. Now, with this sort of creeping here, then you know, it just has to be expected, you know, because when we go back and just have a look at the daily chart here, I mean, we're facing this old high here. So, I mean, where do you call the pressure point here? I mean, I've taken a balance point right on that, you know, 78.6 there. But it could be a little bit higher. It, you know, could even be up here somewhere a bit higher, and all sorts of things. So there's a range. There's a range in all of this, you know. I'm sure we can narrow it out a little bit in terms of probably through here and down to that point there. Just taking in that bit there. I remember shorting that, so we could look at this all through there, all of that, you know, that would be the main bulk of it, and that's what we're seeing here anyway, you know. So that resistance there is that old high is real. So any upside here is going to be sort of creeping to the upside. So yeah, and we can see that it's held there quite nicely. So yeah, look, it's going to get corrective here, you know. So if you're a short-term trader, then you really need to, you know, and if you feel connected to the market, then you'll need to take some money off the table at this point. You don't have to, you can write it all out, but as long as you don't become addicted to the price. So we could have a top in there or another little top up there, and it'll pull back. So just to give you a bit of an idea on this one here, we can come back. Well, all of that's come back to the 50,000, you know. I don't think, I'll just have a check my hourly chart and stuff. I don't know. Okay, this is where we were looking yesterday. So yeah, we're looking at it yesterday with 1 and 2, weren't we, and 3 and 4. So I think probably that's the logical. I won't use that 1 and 2 there because we're too far up in the trend, you know, and that will be there as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all that's cool. That can pull back here. It's probably some sort of ABC pattern here. We're right on the 38.2% here anyway, so we don't really want to see it coming much lower than that. Like I said, if it drops down here, if it drops down here, then we know that we need to put this wave 4 over here and look at this here as an A and a B and a C. I just don't trust spikes, that's all. So anyway, let's just see how that plays out. It doesn't really matter. I mean, even if there is a move up here, we'll hit the 60 and then we'll correct at that point. And as I mentioned before as well, that can just be a wave 4 up. One of these tops could also be a wave 4 and have a shallower correction that will bring us back down to these wave 4s, all of these here. So we can look for the 38.2%, or we can just take that and that. So that would be one of them there, and the other, and the other one's down here. So I have no idea which is which. I haven't really pondered it that much. But yeah. But you can see here that the market hasn't really moved much. It's finished, it's doing all the right things. It's finishing off because it's got a beginning, and this is the middle here, and this is the end. So yeah, like I said, taking some profit here makes sense, you know. I think we should have a look at Ethereum, and well, this is the crypto index, so it's the top 10. It's the same thing though. In this case here, we're looking for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and then an ABC pattern here. I kind of like this, I have to say. You know why? Because it gives us 5 waves up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we'll have a correction then further up here. The only mistake that I could have made here is that this wave 2 is sitting over here for that, and this becomes wave 1 here and wave 2 here. That would make that wave 3. So it's possible. But it's such a nice C wave, you know, and a nice B wave here. But anyway, just shooting the breeze. But yeah, so we've had our little run, and now we can expect a correction here. This Ethereum will be very much the same. So there can be another little move up here, or we can have a top in play. But one way or another, we have to expect it sort of, you know, coming back in some way or another. So that said, with crypto, this is Ethereum through here, which is the same pattern, you know. I mean, if we put wave 4 there, then we're probably done and dusted to the top, you know. I should check on what Kitty Pon's done with the Ethereum, if he's got it here or here. He gets in there and looks at the details, that's why I like him. But yeah, so we're close. We're either there or we're here, you know, one way or another. Be nice to come up and touch the level. It'll give us that double top then, you know. I like a double top. But I think we're good to go here, you know. I think this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Maybe we get one more, and then we'll come into here somewhere and get some support and some fight back, and then we'll come back into here. There's going to be a lot of support here as well. What's the 61.8% on this? We can adjust that as we go, but yeah, it's there from that support line there. Okay, well, that's about it really, guys and girls. So we had a lot of fun with this pushing up. That was all nice. But yeah, if you've traded long here, then definitely want to take that off the table there, do you know? And in fact, because I've put that green thing there, I'll definitely put taking a percentage at that point. you know, at least take all of that trade and maybe 50% of that trade or something, you know, take 70% at least, 80%, I don't know. Anyway, I'll leave that to you. They're all sort of contemplating the naval questions. Yeah, well, that's it. So I'll leave it at that. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.